Hi, I am Arash, and today we're going to talk about the important setting and options about catia. Options are playing a really important role in catia. If you're an expert, it's really important to learn how to deal with them, and if you're a beginner, please follow my way in this option tutorial and change your option setting so you get better experience with the catia. If you want to access the option, you can go here to Tools and Option. You see this window in the option, this right here box called Tab Page, and this one's called Tab. And this here, right there, we have some tree really similar to this tree that plays a really important role in how and what environments we want to change our setting at. So for the begin, we can choose how to zoom this tree, pull this tree, and we can choose it right here. And if we choose the different environments, something like that, if we choose some different tab page, we say tab page right here, we see the settings changed. Sometimes you're stuck with catia, sometimes you take so many changes, and after a while you find out your catia options spoiled and destroyed. You want to go back to place where you start from. If you want to do that, you can click this button, reset parameters value to default ones. And if you do this, you see here this setting, and he asks you if you cancel all these options on this tab only, or in some options, and maybe for all the tab page. You may say yes, but it's really gonna change all these things to factory formats. So please really consider before selecting these options, because it will change your licensing, and if you don't have your licensing data, you may have problem with that. So please consider this before you restarting your options. So in the General tab here, you can choose General, and we have here the interface. What is interface? The interface is the view, is the theme of the catia you're working with. Mainly, defaultly, we use P2 interface. We can change it to P3 or P1. But if we change it, it says that catia it must take a restart to take this modification. We say OK, and we say OK. And if we don't restart meaning closing the catia and reopening that, we won't see the effect of that changing interface. So if we open this with the P3 interface, we see new looks. Catia look different here. Catia not change, but the themes look different. So we can change it to the default setting. I think that P2 is the best interface, and it's something that's really handy and everyone works with that. I think it's really good for your eyes to use this environment too. So other options here, tools, options. Other options, if you're a beginner, you must take take that, you must turn off these options. Drag and drop, enable drag and drop, or cut, copy, and paste uses. You must turn this off. You may accidentally click on something and drag and drop something. Catia would take this as a copy or cut. You may see something really different. You cannot handle that. It's really good to turn this off, trust me. And other settings here in these tabs, you can see the other tabs here, is PCS. If you have a good PC and a lot of RAM and you don't have a RAM memory or RAM size problem, you can increase this up a little bit to 20. What this do is the number of Ctrl Z or undo you can take. If you have problem with your work and if you want to undo that, a few steps, you can only take this to 10 steps before. But if you increase it to 20, it makes some bigger rooms for us. But if you have an old-fashioned PC or some low RAM, or if you're using simultaneously some apps together, softwares like catia, Photoshops together simultaneously, maybe your RAMs go higher, you can decrease it a little bit. After that, in display, you can choose tree manipulation, and really you need to turn this off. What this does is if you are doing some designs here and if you accidentally click on this branch here, the main area goes dark. And if you zoom right here, instead of zooming in the part, it zoom on the tree. So for beginner, it takes a lot of problem. They may call me and says that my catia is not working. What's happening? Everything's go dark. I said this is the problem. You may accidentally click on this, and you cannot zoom on that. So if we turn this option off, it will helps a lot. Maybe the expert on this catia, maybe somebody accidentally click on that and have problems, and after that they found out, oh, I accidentally click on this branch. So we turn this off. So this way, if we click on this, we cannot move that. So this way we turn this off. How we can change this tree zoom and things? If we click on this, this would happen. This way you can change the zoom of tree, and if you want to go back to main area, you can click on this again. So continue with that. We go to display and turn this off, and after that we go to performance. Defaultly performance go to this amount, but if you have a good graphic card, you could increase this. This is the way the looks of the circles and roundness of that. This looks how high quality your design are. But if you have a low resolution graphic card, if you have visual card problems, you can turn this down a little bit. After that, in visualization tab, you can change the color of the background, color of the lines, and etc. In the compatibility tab, you can change the way you get the results from the catia. The main setting we must change here in the graphic format tab. We must turn this on. What this do, if we make some drafting in the catia and we have 10 sheets of drafting, if we save it to PDF, it will give us 10 separate PDF. But if we turn this on, we get one PDF that has 10 sheets. And after that, in the step tab, you must change 203 ISO to 240 ISO. 240 is much better than 203. It's really important for your step working. And if you want to, you can take a reference with your step file. So if you make any change on your design, your step would change simultaneously. After that, in Parameter tab page, we should take this. So in this tree, if you see some parameters, you see the value too. And in the unit tab, this here we can change our unit English to American and back to English again. In the infrastructure tab page, in the part infrastructure, you can change the things related to part. You can choose the update mode, manual or automatic. It has some benefits. If you choose automatic, it will save your time, but you must take care of errors. But if you use manuals, you get less error, you can handle the errors, but you must click the update button each time you take an update. In display mode, please turn this to off, on, parameters and relations in here and in here. I myself disable the high hybrid design, because if you enable this, you get the parts and surfaces in the same area, maybe both in body or both in geometrical set. But if you turn this off, you get the part or solid parts in the part body and the surface or planes or lines or points in geometrical set. If you disable this, it will really help you, trust me. And after that, you can go here in mechanical design and change assembly. It's all personal things after this. So the important options was that. And another thing you must consider, if you see front view of something and maybe at sometimes you see it right here like this, you must take consider that your render style would be parallel. It's really important to do that. So these lines would be normal to your views. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe our channels. Please take notes or comments if you like that. Thank you.